So what's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. And before we hop into the video, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button below. Make sure you also like this video after you have watched it all the way through. Also make sure that you comment below if you have any questions, concerns, whatever the case may be. Comment below and make sure you share this video because somebody may need it. So as you guys can tell by the title, I am basically going to be talking about my junior year in college. Guys, I'm about to be a senior, like, in college. Like, that is major. That is huge. Junior year, baby, junior year was no joke. Okay, junior year was literally no joke. So we're gonna talk about junior year. We're gonna go through everything that happened. Well, most of everything that happened. I'm gonna talk about classes, dealing with COVID, going to college during the pandemic, housing, everything. I'm gonna get into everything. So of course you guys know I'm at Columbus State, early childhood, well now it's elementary education major. Just finished up my block 2. Block 2 is hectic. Oh, but we're gonna get into that. First I'm gonna start off with housing. So for my fall semester of my junior year, I was staying on campus. I was staying in the Rankin. I did a room tour of the Rankin, so I will make sure to have it come up here so you guys can see exactly which video I'm talking about. And the Rankin, middle of the pandemic, they had me in a room with somebody else. I had to share a closet, I had to share a bathroom. Guys, I was just like, dang, CSU, like, I'm sharing stuff in the middle of the pandemic. And so just being downtown, like, if you go to CSU, you understand, but if you don't, you really wouldn't understand. Going downtown and taking classes and staying downtown, two completely different things. I loved taking classes downtown. I loved going downtown, eating, everything. But staying there, it was like a different environment, and I feel like I needed that. But at the same time, I was like out of my comfort zone, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't around or where I was used to, if that makes sense. And so just staying down there, it was really nice, don't get me wrong, but it's just and so the semester after that, spring semester, which is now ending, I decided to move off campus, and I absolutely love it. Like, absolutely love it. I have my own room, my own bathroom. I love it. I feel like I needed that, if that makes sense. Being in that building, sharing a room, everything, it was like I kind of didn't really have my own privacy. I didn't have my own space. It felt like my own space, but it really wasn't my own space. And so I feel like it was time for me to get off campus. But if you can stay on campus as long as you up until your senior, stay on campus. I applaud, I recommend. But I know me personally, I had to get off campus, so that is a reason why I chose to just move off campus. So now we're gonna talk about my classes. Ever since I've been at CSU, got CSU, however you want to word it, I've been taking nothing but 17 plus credit hours every semester. One semester I had 19 hours, and my advisor asked me, she was like, are you sure you can handle this? And I'm like, lady, don't try me, because I got it, I can handle it. So fall semester I had 17 hours, 6 classes. Y'all, just taking classes in the middle of a pandemic was one thing, but taking those classes knowing that you and your classmates are frustrated, knowing that your professors are frustrated, everybody's frustrated, and everybody's taking it out on everybody, was not a good combination. And so, like, fall semester was like a trial and run period, I guess you can say, with COVID, just to see how we could deal with it, how we could go about it. And it was nothing, I don't know how to word it, but it was just like, it was nothing normal. It was like something we had to get used to, and it really drained me. Like, it drained me to the point where I didn't want to come back to school fall semester. Well, spring. I didn't want to come back because it was just so draining. But it's just like, Jordan, you're almost there. Like, come on, girl, like, you got it. And so just taking those 6 classes online, mind you, I have to go to observation school. So for education majors, you were placed in a school every semester basically, to get that hands-on experience of a teacher, like to see what a teacher actually does. And so just being in that position during COVID, mind you, I was in a kindergarten class fall semester, so kindergartners and masks and clear protectors and all these rules that they had to follow, just imagine how stressed they were. We were just as stressed. So it was definitely experience overall, not the best. It was really hectic. So then, you know, spring semester came, and I had 5 classes in the spring, 17 credit hours still though, but 5 classes. And for the most part, I can say I enjoyed spring semester. And I think the one thing that made me enjoy it was my observation school. And so my kids that I had, you know, they gave me like this little clipboard and some notes, and I'm gonna put like all that stuff on the screen for y'all. Like, it was my last day, it was my co-teacher's last day, and they gave us this stuff, and it was great. Those 5 classes, baby, they didn't want us to be virtual, baby. They wanted you in the classroom, mask on. And it's just like, I felt so trapped with that mask, and just knowing that this is our new normal, to wear a mask. It's just like, it took a toll on a lot of people. It took a toll on everybody, honestly. And you know, 5 classes wasn't as hard. I wasn't really feeling some of the classes, you know, at all, but I had to do it. It had to be done. And so for observations, I was placed in 3rd grade classroom. Absolutely loved it. Fell in love. You know, as, you know, time got closer, you know, to start registering for summer classes or fall for senior year. I talked to my advisor about everything, and she was like, yeah, you know, around this time next year you'll be graduating. And it's just like, stop playing. Like, this is really happening. Like, she's like, yeah, you can go ahead and apply for student teaching and everything. And it's just like, y'all, I could not believe that, like, I'm really about to be done with college for the time being, because I'm definitely coming back to get that master's, okay? But for the time being, it's just like, dang, I'm really about to be done. Just to get into dealing with COVID, being a college student, wearing a mask, being confined to a mask, it kind of, it does something to you. It's like, dang, I can't really breathe for real. It was kind of hot outside. We still had to wear a mask around campus. Even though we were outside, we still had to wear a mask. Campus was like dead. Like, y'all, like, I literally, like, fall semester, when I was still on campus, staying on campus, I went to the caf one day. I got so depressed. I kid you not, y'all. I got so depressed just being there, because it was so empty. They had the little arrows throughout the caf. They had like the little lines, you know, set up. You got your food in the to-go box. You got a to-go cup, all this stuff. And it's like, if you decide to sit in the caf, they had the big round circle tables. Only 3 people could sit at the table. They had it spaced out. Or they had the little small tables. Only 1 person could sit. And it's just like, dang, no type of social, you know, no, nothing. Like, it was like, dang, like, that was my last time really going in the caf for real until spring semester, because fall, it was just so depressing. It was just like, wow, this is what I have to deal with. And it took a toll on me. We had events on campus, but of course it's a limited amount of people that can come to the event due to COVID. Mask on at all times, no matter what the case may be. And then also, I want to talk about the river downtown. I absolutely love the river. That is my getaway from whatever I'm going through, whatever I'm dealing with. I'm gonna go to the river, and I'm gonna sit by the river. I'm going to take that time for myself. I absolutely love going to the river downtown. So basically, overall, my junior year, it was definitely a year of trials and tribulations. It was definitely a year of a lot of things being tested. For the most part, some parts are more enjoyable than others. I set aside a lot of goals for myself this year overall, and I feel like I accomplished just about what I wanted to accomplish for the most part. Not everything, but for the most part. I don't really even know how to word. If I could describe my junior year in one word, I wouldn't even know what or how to describe it or what word to use, because it was just, yeah, it was some long nights. It was some tears. It was some days in the library. It was some drives, some late night drives and everything to clear my head. because just dealing with all of this pressure put on me, and it's just like, it got to the point, it got really overwhelming. Like, I was ready to come home. I was ready to drop school, leave, just do everything in my power to just get myself together, if that makes sense. So junior year was definitely a year of growth for me. I'll say that. I realized, like, throughout the year how I overcame a lot of things. I thought differently about a lot of things. I realized that a lot. And then also with COVID came the on-campus rules of this housing, you know, no guest policy, whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't know. But I just couldn't deal with that. It's like, I'm the type of person, I feel like I have to be around people. I'm a social person. I like to interact with people. I feed off of people's energy sometimes, if that makes sense. And so not having that, do you know what do y'all know what I feel like? Like, not having that type of social around you, like, it just did something for me, to me. Y'all, I barely used my planner this semester. Like, that's how hectic and how busy it got. I barely used my planner. I was using my phone for everything, as far as like keeping up with my classes, keeping up with what days I had to go do this, what days I had to go do that. So yeah, definitely two completely different experiences, fall and spring, because fall was like our year of being in the middle of the pandemic and just seeing how this virtual class is gonna work. I absolutely hate Zoom. I hate Google Meets. I hate all that crap because it's just confined to a computer screen. Like, I know we all be on our phones and stuff, but just being confined to a computer screen, I hate it. I absolutely hated it. Projects after projects after projects, assignments after assignments. No human interaction, for real. So junior year was a year. That's what I'll say. Junior was a year. And you know, senior's coming up. Columbus State has definitely done a lot for me. They have shown me a lot, taught me a lot, learned a lot of lessons, gained a lot of people, you know. And whatever the case may be, you know, I appreciate Columbus State. I really do. But this year, yeah, nah. Like, no, y'all, for real. So, y'all, that was just like how my junior year went. Like, just moving from on campus to off campus, taking classes. Like, my classes are starting to get lower. Like, senior year, I will have 3 classes in the fall, and I'm so happy because I'm taking a math over the summer. I have 3 classes in the fall. And after that, I do my student teaching, and I'm out of here. So it's like my classes, I've noticed how they drop and they get lower and lower, but I still have these amount of credit hours that just somehow continue to add up to 17, 18, 19 hours with 4 or 5 classes. Make it make sense, CSU. It's not making sense. And so just from that, just being a college student in the middle of the pandemic, you know, money's tight, you know, these masks are just, oh god, it was a lot, guys. Like, and I think every college student can understand that this year alone, we have officially had COVID for a year, or been living within COVID or the pandemic, or however you want to word it, whatever. We have been living with it, in it, around it, whatever, for a year now, and it has definitely done a lot of things to a lot of people. The one thing I can say is that, you know, but I appreciated my support system, my family, everything that checked on me. You know, check on your college students, for real. Like, we don't just say that just to say that. Really check on those college students. Like, we need it, we appreciate it. A little goes a long way, if anything. And that really sums up my junior year. I don't know what else to really say. That was about it. So you guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Make sure you turn your post notifications on to know when your girl posts, because I definitely did not say that in the beginning. Also, make sure you press that like button below, because I know you liked this video. I know you did. So just press it. And comment below if you have any questions regarding CSU, regarding anything, you know, that I talk about in the video. Just comment below. Make sure you share this video as well. And senior year, we here. We made it, baby. Okay, we have made it. We made it. And I'll see y'all next week.